Alright, welcome back to the channel. This is one of the last videos that I'm going to do this season on my front Bermuda lawn, but this is one of the most important things that you need to do each year in order to have a weed-free Bermuda lawn next season, the Fall Pre Emergent app. So let's get right into it. Okay, so why do we do a Fall Pre Emergent app for our Bermuda grass? Well, simply put, this is going to prevent a lot of your winter weeds. So the number one weed that we all hate to see next season, late winter, early spring, is POA annua. So this app's going to prevent a lot of that stuff from growing. It's also going to prevent some other weeds like chickweed and different things like that from popping up in your Bermuda lawn, saving you time and money on post-emergence next season. So when do you apply your fall pre-emergent? It's going to vary based on your area and your growing conditions. As always, I recommend you check your local extension guides. If you do happen to live in the great state of Georgia, you're looking at sometime usually in the month of September, anywhere from late August all the way to October. The rule of thumb is you want to put your fall pre-emergent down as your soil temps at that 2-inch level hit 70 degrees and they're consistently dropping. Another way to kind of time your fall pre-emergent, when you start getting those low temps in the 60s, you're waking up and you got that nice cool fall feeling in the air, that's probably a good time to go to the store, grab your fall pre-emergent and get ready to put it down. Alright, so you may be asking, what product should I use for this fall pre-emergent? I go to the store and all the bags are labeled crabgrass preventer and things to that nature. Well, good news is that's exactly the product that you want to use. Even though those products are commonly labeled on the bag and marketed for crabgrass, those products are going to work well. So a product that contains like prodiamine, dithiopyr, or pendimethalin, sorry about the pronunciations, I probably got those wrong, but any of those products that are labeled for crabgrass prevention are also going to work as your fall pre-emergent. I personally prefer, my favorite product is a granular product. It's called Let's Go Stonewall. It is a prodiamine or a barricade type product, so that's my go-to, but you got to base it on a couple of things. So you want to look at what pre-emergent they used in the spring, and you want to make sure to check your bag and see what the max amount that you're allowed to put down of that product is per season. So for me, I'm going to give you an example. So the Let's Go Stonewall is what I used on my front yard last spring. I put down about 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet of that product in a single application. It worked phenomenal. I had no crabgrass breakthrough all summer, and my max per year is a little over 5 pounds. So in 1 year, I can put a little bit over 5 pounds here with my Bermuda lawn in northeast Georgia of that product down per year. So for my fall pre-emergent app, I'm going to use the same Stonewall product, but I'm going to make sure to only put down 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. Alright, so let's get into the application of this fall pre-emergent. So I've got the Stonewall product down here. Always follow your bag instructions when you're putting this product down for the fall. So let me show you how I weigh out the product, or weigh out the appropriate amount of product for my yard. The first thing I do is I get a bucket, so any kind of bucket will do. I got a 5-gallon because I'm going to want to put, it's a 50-pound bag. I'm going to put 20 pounds of product in here. Remember, I want to do 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. I've got about 10,000 square feet of Bermuda that I'm going to treat today, so that should be perfect. So what I use is just I'm a fisherman. It's a fishing scale. So about 22 pounds. We're going to call that good, and let's go get it on the yard. Okay, so we got the spreader filled up with our product. The first thing we're going to do is put the edge guard on. I'm going to do a trim pass around the entire front yard. We're going to do one pass this way. We're going to do the other pass this way so we get good even coverage. And then I'm going to turn the irrigation on and lightly water it in. One quick note though that I want to mention is that if you're one of the people that's going to do like a fall overseed of some kind of ryegrass, annual or perennial on your Bermuda, you don't want to put down a fall pre-emergent. This pre-emergent will also keep grass seeds from germinating, and that's particularly important for someone like me as well. I have fescue in my shaded parts of my yard, so I'm going to want to avoid hitting any of the fescue portions of my yard with this pre-emergent. It will prevent that grass seed from germinating, so keep that in mind. Let's get it done. All right, so definitely time to invest in a better spreader. You can see I got two Scotts. I got the Turf Builder DLX, just the regular size one, and something's going on with it. It's not spreading out the product like I want it. So I've got the little mini that I use for seeding and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and just transfer the product in here and put it down. But I think this one upgrade I'm going to have to do for the property is definitely get a nice, like Earthwise or Earthway, I'm not sure what they call them, or a Lesco spreader. And yeah, because these Scotts, I've actually got two of these, and this one's definitely not the best, but it still works. So now let's get it done. All right, so after switching spreaders, so I got half the product put down going in this direction. Now I'm going to put down the other half of the product going in that direction to get an even application. We'll water it, wait for a little rain, and we'll call it done. Alright, so the application is done. Last thing that you need to do is kind of clean up a little bit. Make sure you rinse your spreaders off really good. You don't want this chemical sitting there getting mixed with grass seed or whatever else you're wanting to put down. So rinse them off good with the garden hose and blow them dry. You also want to make sure that you use a leaf blower to go around all your concrete and sidewalk areas and blow all this product off of those sidewalks into the lawn so it's actually good. So let's get that done, then we're going to run the irrigation for about 15 minutes on each zone. We're going to call it good. Alright, so that is it for the fall pre-emergent app. Let me get out of that sprinkler spray. So we simply just figured out how much product we needed. We got our timing right, we got our product, and we measured it and put it down. Last step, we're watering that product in. You can wait for natural rainfall if you've got some coming. I like to usually go ahead and water the product in with my irrigation just to get it down into that soil. Because remember, if you don't get it watered in good, then it's not going to be effective. So I hope that helps out, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the fall pre-emergent app on your Bermuda lawn here in Northeast Georgia. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.